pod imenom Staloženost od Bude priča o NHዔ, prvi dio od 4, između učitelja i učenika, na engleskom, 11. kolovoza 2015.
Chỗ của bà đó hả? Ok. Hey? Yeah. Mình看自己的，看到自己的才这么漂亮。OK。Hello. Sawari. Hello. Guten Morgen. Morgen, huh? Yeah. Good morning. Ciao. You just arrived today?
No, I'm away for days.
Many days already? No, just today. Yesterday, I didn't see you yesterday.
I saw you last night.
Okay. You look a little bit, when you smile, you talk a little bit like this, what is his name?
Will Smith.
Not Will Smith, the other one.
Morgan Freeman.
No. Yeah, he looked in the face, but when he smiled, looked like, and he talked, looked like the other one. The one that played in Money Talk. He's a comedian, yeah, also. You should know him. Really younger boy. He's very famous, actually. Just probably his name difficult to remember. That's why the movie star, they change their name. Whenever you quarrel or you do things negative to each other or have such negative feeling or energy, then you make a hole in your protective net of your center and your community. And then the negative can seep in and make more trouble. I don't take any money from any of you, okay? You never heard me come to knocking at your door or say, please, I need this, I need that. All I do is just provide all the time, everywhere, wherever I can. I provide many centers for my own fun, okay? And I have to also help with the disaster relief. I also help pay off for the Supreme Master Television. And I don't take money from you. I don't take gifts also. Even if sometimes, to my sincerity, give me a little cream or a little medicine, then I return something or I pay for it. Do you understand? Yes. I wanted you to learn from this example. But that doesn't mean that you expect that I have to do everything for you. Pay ticket for you to come here. If you don't have money, and you're in trouble and you really want to see me, of course, somehow, heavens will provide. Or I will, if I know, I would give you ticket. I give all the time, within assembly, but I don't tell you. I give more than just tickets. I give a lot, but I do that voluntarily, happily, gladly, for a good cause. I mean, you guys here don't expect anything from me. I understand that. But some people are kind of short of money and they want to see me. And if I find out, I always quietly give. Understand? Sometimes in front of you, so you know, but sometimes not in front of you. It depends. It's mostly spontaneously. If they say it here, then probably I give it here. Understand? Not because I want to show off. But most of it is quiet. In my quarter, you don't even know. And I tell them not even tell anyone. Some people here, they know what I'm talking about. Huh? Yeah? Yeah, some people that I give here. I'm one person. I can't do everything. I always tell you the money, if you have, you give it to poor people, needy people. Understand? I have never say, oh, bring it all to me. Yeah, I make jokes sometimes. I say, oh, the more money, the better, you know. But not for me. Understand? Sometimes I say, give me, you know, whatever, you know, commission. But I never take any. You know, that was all jokes, right? You knew that at that time. Any of you here ever hear me, see me coming to you and say, I need some money from you? Any of you? No. Outside people, yes or no? Downstairs? Yeah. Upstairs? No. Now you know. Okay? But the wrong concept has to be correct. This is some kind of abuse. Understand? Abuse Buddha's and the Sangha's property, even though you don't steal it. Whatever money I make is all for the public. You know, I live in a small hut, okay? Before I live in cave also. I made the cave and I live in there. Before that, I live in tent. And still do live in tent nowadays. Sometimes, depends on if I don't have a house there, then I put up a tent to live. I just left a tent to come here. I don't even spend so much of my money, understand me? Yeah, just for dogs and people. And if I had houses before, this is for working. Understand this? For all kind of work. You have to have a house, otherwise they don't, you know, they don't let you have electricity and internet and all that stuff. Even video conference, yeah? All need all that. It's all the need. And then the workers need somewhere to stay. So I have to have some room for them to stay, no? Huh? All the equipment has to be protected. That was before, busy, you know. Either I work from this house or I have to work from another house. Sometimes I have to work in a hotel. If the hotel has, you know, fast internet, it's very convenient for me. I work everywhere. I work on the run, I work while sitting, I work while eating. I work all the time in different fields. So, okay, you have to know, all of you have to know. You are here to light the torch for the world, to make a good example from inside out, from beginning to the end. I didn't want to talk about it, understand? Just now we read about this terrible hell. I feel so painful. You understand? You don't abuse the master power and then do wrong thing, and act wrongly, speak wrongly. No. Fairness is still fairness, you know? If you do wrong thing, even though the master can make it less or interfere, but it's not always, and it's not 100%, okay? We are still in this world. It's a domain of another kind of level of consciousness. Maybe, for example, if you work in the embassy of your country, yeah, in another country, and you have immunity, yeah, as a diplomat. But if you do terrible thing, you know, that country either kick you out or even can jail you, just send you home, yeah? And then over there, even your country will also judge you if you do some grievous thing, you know? Yeah. Not immunity cannot help you at that time. Like, for example, if you are ambassador or working for the ambassador, but you sell drugs or you kill people, no immunity can help you. No. Is that correct? Yeah. No matter what country. Yeah. Even if the law did not judge you, maybe the gangs will kill you one day, yeah? Rival and stuff like that. So, must have the right concept, right view, right action, right speech, okay? This kind of action or attitude might hurt me just a little bit, but it hurt you more. Remember that, okay? Because I'm not doing anything wrong, that's why. But of course, yesterday somebody asked me why is this world is not fair, huh? It is not fair. Is this not fair world? But in this unfair world, you can fight. You strengthen your resolution to liberate yourself. That's why you're here. In heaven, it's too easy, and then you forget to practice. You forget the meditation. You didn't need to until your time's up, and then, opla, my God, I'm going back to transmigration, life and death again, birth and death again. And if you don't have a master, then you'll be in more trouble. You'll be treated just like anyone else. Once you fall into this area, you're done. Just the same. Even master, you see, all masters suffer so much. It's not fair. What did Jesus do? He did nothing wrong. He only preached goodness and people keep the 10 Commandments. Nothing he has done wrong. Nothing he has said is wrong. Not one word. And they persecute him like that, like a criminal. Worse than any criminal. Did you see how unfair? Not only you do something wrong and then you say, oh, the punishment is too big, but the person who does nothing wrong even, if helping other people to elevate themselves, then you get trouble, you get killed, you get harassed, or whatever. You see what I mean? It's truly not fair. Of course it is not fair. That's why you have to be careful. Protect yourself with the precepts. Protect your mind, your speech, your actions. Don't ever rush into any judgment so quick. You ask first. From now, I want all of you to treat each other with courtesy and treat me the same. Not because I need it. I told you last night about a Chinese Chinese disciple who came to me, and she was so humble. She meditates 10, 12 hours a day. That's why. That's why she knows who I am. I maybe have few pain a little, but you are the one who has more trouble, more suffer. Suffer accordingly. Understand that? Huh? You. You are responsible for your life. It's your life, your soul, your spiritual endeavor, your spiritual development, not mine. I finished with all that. I'm a free soul, but I'm not free because of you. I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to endure whatever because of you. Understand? I do that gladly, willingly, happily. So happily. Just that you yourself must take care. Understand, huh? To be good for your sake. Because it's terrible to fall into hell or in lower birth, even in this lifetime already. As much as we can go to heaven in this lifetime, we can also fall to hell in this lifetime. Depends on our action and our thought, our attitude, our concept. Do you understand? It's just a hair width of heaven and hell. Very simple. There was a Zen story. There was a person who came in with a sword in his hand and said, you have to show me right now about enlightenment or I kill you. So the master said, sit there, not feeling scared or anything. He said, oh, somebody like you opening the door to hell. And then he said, why? He said, even if I want to teach you, how can you accept anything? You're full of violence. Your head is full of anything else except sincerity, humility, and to truly want to seek enlightenment. How can I even teach you? So you might as well kill me and then go to hell. So then suddenly this person, kind of awaken and feel that, oh, that's not correct. Yeah? So he knelt down and said sorry. Really, sincerely, humbly sorry. Please forgive me. And just tell me when I'm ready, to receive your teaching, something like that. And then the master smiled and said, somebody just opened the gate to heaven. Just like that. Just a few seconds. This is true like that. Understand? Watch your speech, your action, and your thought. Always watch it like guarding a treasure. Because you have a treasure within you. You must protect it. Otherwise you lose it. Okay? Many people, even in India, disciples in India, in other school, other master, they also think that, okay, after initiation, master will erase all their past karma and say now they can do anything they want. Very wrong concept. Do wrong thing even, and then expect to have no consequences. It's not like that. No, you have to bear consequences. Because at the time of initiation, any master, be it from Beas or from other school, they teach you the concept, of being good, doing good. Maybe they don't say 5 precepts. Yeah, what they say, do not kill, do not steal, do not tell lie, do not this and that, do not take drug, intoxication, but be good, be clean, tell the truth, yeah? Be chaste, yeah, thing like that. So it's not like you don't know. And after you promise to take that, you must keep it. Otherwise, the negative power have excuse to torture you, to punish you accordingly, okay? Because this is their word, this is their rule, it's like that. If you do this, you got that. If you do that, you get this. You understand me? Yes, talking about unfairness of this world. But this is the word of unfairness. But it's also the word of fairness. If you keep the rules like this, they do not touch you. They protect you. You see that? But just don't do it, that's all. Just do the right thing. And then fair or not fair doesn't concern us. Of course, we cannot tell the whole world. But you are my protectees, You came to me and asked me to teach you, so I have to tell you. Even sometimes the truth is not very pleasant. But I have to. Just like the Bodhisattva here, the hell and all that horrible thing, he did not want to tell. He would not enjoy telling this. But people ask him to tell so that future generation or that time generation people, they waken up, to think again, to guard themselves from doing wrong things. Yeah? It frightens them into thinking again, waken them up. Some people have to be wakened up with strong way of teaching. Some people gentle, It's like your children at home. When your children grow up, you will know what I'm talking about. Or you have grown-up children, you know what. Some of your children are very easy, yeah? You just say him something, he understands, he does it. And if he did a mistake, you tell him one time, he doesn't do it again. But some children are very, very difficult, right? They outright rebel against you. And no matter what you say, you use soft, use you. And then sometimes you have to use really strict discipline, right? You have to be really stern to them. Say, okay, listen, if you do that again, you'll be grounded in your room for 2 weeks, 1 week, yeah? Read the books, study, no television for 1 week, for example, like that. You didn't want to, but then it worked with that child. Okay? You don't come here expect me to always, Sanchai, very good, all of you beautiful, everything is perfect. No, that's a lie. I don't want to tell lie to you. Understand? If you seek in the truth, everything has to be the truth. Okay? Yeah. These kind of things are not very good to say. I'm reluctant. But you have to also learn from mistake of the other people, so not to do it. And you also learn from the good example from other people to do it. Okay? You have to learn both. So not only you listen, but you have to digest it and think about it. Understand? Think about it and put it into practice. You are here to meditate. You want me to meditate, to give you good energy, right? I don't lose anything. I have enough energy, enough power, enough merit already. It's just for you, for the world, for the universe, understand? So whenever I cannot meditate, that means you lost all this time of good energy. Do you understand everything I said? Yeah? You do? Just like in the class, the teacher always praise the good student. Yeah, this is a good example of good student. But if some student are bad, behave badly, then she also have to address it for everybody to understand. Okay, I know you don't like negative things. Nobody likes. Least of all me. Yeah? But it happened. So I have to tell you, it's really bad, not just normal bad. Really bad. Hellish bad. Too sad, too sad. I don't want people to have also the wrong concept, thinking that all my disciples are angels. Most of them are, yeah? Some still need to trim trim and help. Just like Devadatta, Yeah, life after life, he's been a bad guy. Maybe it's his job. But the Buddha also talked about that. He didn't hide that. And he also told, no, everybody's good. Everybody good. Devadatta is his cousin. Also study with him. Disciple and all that. Every time he compete with him, every time try to slander him and do all kind of things to harm the Buddha. Understand? What did the Buddha do? Anything wrong? Have you found anything wrong with him? No. He teach people be good, do good. Yeah? He sacrificed his kingdom. Come and walk bare feet and bearing all the hardship, yeah? And criticize from outside and inside also. Just to help sentient beings. And originally he didn't even want to do that. He wanted to go with Nirvana, remember? I don't blame the guy who wants to stay here. Just because the Brahman asked. So he had to do it. I had never wished to be your master. In the beginning also. And now, until the end. I never wished to be any master of any kind. I'm repeatedly requested by the Brahman who manifested as my first Indian disciple and my first Taiwan disciples and my 5 first African American disciple. Wherever I go, just pushing me out. Understand that? Yes. I never thought even to be a master on anything. Never, ever. Never ever did. I never even thought about that. You understand? I'm just like you. Would you have thought that you want to be a master of any kind? Any of you? No. No. You just study and you meditate and you're happy that everything's smooth in your life after initiation and that you understand something and you're happy. You never thought, one day I'll be master. Nothing. And I'm always pushed out by different countries. I went to Germany, it's the same. I was in India, the same. At that time, I was even just a silly so-called disciple walking around the Ganges, with the 3 pyjama. Punjab. Look like pyjama, but decent, long, yeah, white. And have very little money in my pocket. Meditate here, meditate there. I never thought, Already in India, I was even in the butt, not yet open. I want to be my disciple already. You know the story? No? Huh?
When you say that.
When I say what?
When you talk the students, that.
On the tape, yeah. Even he knew it. You guys don't know.
In your what?
No, in India, the first one ever. I was still in India. I was still being so-called disciple, feeling like a disciple. Never thought of anything else. Just enjoying my time, meditation. In India, at that time, I still went to the little island in the middle of the Ganges to meditate. You can do it in the daytime. Nighttime, the water rise up and you can't get out. One day it's like that. I meditate too long, I forgot. And when I came back, I didn't know how I got back. But I did get back. Because the water rise up, I don't see the stones anymore to walk on. You understand? But somehow I got out. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to drown here. I can't swim. I can't swim with this kind of current, you know, so strong. So I have to get out quick. And somehow I got out. I don't know, I just walk. I just walk, and then I say, I have to get out, I have to get out. And then I got out. Huh? Okay. At that time, I still meditate like that. Yeah. And then I went to a shop, I want to buy a book. I remember it was Bhagavad Gita, you know, small book, cheaper, yeah. I have also big book in gold and print and all that, but I buy a very little one like this small. I went to that bookshop and asked for Bhagavad Gita, and they told me, we don't have it, ma'am, sorry, you come back another time. I said, you have it, I saw it. I saw it when I was in the shop the other day. So I didn't bring money. Today I want to come back to buy. I say, no, we don't have it. We didn't have it for many weeks already. So sorry, you're wrong. Maybe in another shop. I say, you are the only shop that I go. There's no shop around here that sells books. I only stay in that vicinity. I didn't go anywhere yet. Every day I go meditate and come back, you know. I was very poor then. I just eat chapati and peanut butter and a cucumber maybe every day. I do myself chapati, cheaper even, you know. You buy flour, mix it with water, Ganges water, and you make it into a dough, and I bake it on the only plate I have. Told you to cook tea and chapati at the same time. Oh no, I mean in the same place. Yeah, so it's about this deep, you know, the plate look like a soup plate, you know, because it's deeper than the flat one. So I use that because you can boil water also with it. You can cook chapati with it, and you know, because chapati people do it in a flat plate, no ring around, no wall around. But I can't afford everything, so I just buy cheap and light to carry. Yeah, and then I say, you have it, I know you have it. The other day I want to buy, but I didn't buy. Today I bring money, I buy. I did not have much money, just a little, but I want to buy that book to read. What is it all about? I heard somebody talk about it, just some sentences, and you know, it aroused my interest. I want to buy. No, don't have, sorry. I say, you have it. And they say, no, we don't have. Okay, fine. All right then, maybe I mistake. And then one person sit inside there with the owner of the shop. He say, you come here. I want to read your palm. I say, no, I don't believe in such things. Forget it. You know? Because according to tradition, after you initiate, your destiny change. Nobody can read you, nothing. You are not in the world. You are not in this system. Yeah, so the destiny, you can't read. It's future, nothing. Future, you take care of yourself. You do good, then your future is good. You are put back in the path of self-mastery. Understand? Not become a master of anybody, master of yourself. You decide your life from now on. Yeah, you give you a taste of heaven, and then they change your concept, change your life. You know heaven exists, a light, sound, Buddha exists. You might see Jesus, Buddha, etc. Heaven, then you know, okay. And then you are put on the path, 5 discipline. Then from now on, you decide your life. See? So your future, nobody can read. Supposed to. So I said, no, I don't believe in that. Besides, I don't have money to pay you. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I said, no money. I just want to read you. Yeah, I said, but why me? He said, you something special. I don't know what. Come here, I'd read you. And then he came and read me, and he said, oh, you soon become Buddha, thing like that. So everybody around, oh, really? Teach us. So I said, no, you say soon, not now. Maybe soon, okay? And then suddenly somebody, the owner somehow went into the back of his room where the storing was, and he said, oh, I found the book. You still want to buy? I said, of course I want to buy. So everybody thought I'm like clairvoyant, future to be Buddha and all that, so they all want to learn, but I run. The next day, nobody's there, I passed by again. It's my path to go home, my motherhood. So the shop owner came out and, oh, Master, please teach me. He's young, very lovely, yeah. I said, no, I'm not a master. I'm just still meditating, I'm just learning, I said, no, you are master, you Buddha. I said, no, to be maybe, but not now. Oh, no, he insists, never mind, you teach me. To be Buddha, not to be Buddha, teach me, please. I knelt down, and I said, okay, stand up, don't make a fuss, everybody come and look and I'll be more in trouble. Stand up, okay, stand up. I teach you, just stand up. I'm worried, worry all the tourists and all the Indian, Indian, they're very sincere. When they see any master, they think it's a master, or somebody told them it's master, they believe. And I'm worried the whole village come. And tourists and all, So I said, stand up, okay, I teach you what to do. I said, but, I thought, okay, I find a way to get out, So I said, tomorrow, I remember I say 4 o'clock, not 5, or at least something before 5, at least 5 o'clock. I say, you come early in the morning to the other side of the Gange. I'll be there, and I'll teach you then, if you come on time. I thought he won't come. Number 1, it's too early, no boat. Yeah. Number 2, it's too early, I thought today he just say that, but tomorrow, I said, so many masters in India, you go search for them. I'm just a tourist here. I'm just learning, Okay, tomorrow he came. I don't know, he didn't swim. There is a bridge very, very far away, I didn't know. Because I didn't go over there, so he crossed the bridge and went over. But it's very far for walking because there's no car on the Ganges bank, nothing there. As he walked all the way to, far away, and then he crossed the bridge and went over. So I had to teach him right there on the Ganges River bank. So I used a drawing on the Ganges, on the sand, and told him this and that, and then he left. I thought that's it, maybe just go from one ear to another, but I try my best. my reluctant disciple, first time. Forced disciple. Okay, I left. Many years later, I don't remember, I became a nun already, so it must be many years. I came back somehow on this area. I don't know, I don't remember for what reason. When I passed by his shop, he jump out. Oh, my great master coming, my great guru coming, Guruji coming, great master, my big master. Big master, And then everybody run after him and run after me, and then he invites me to the house. They follow us all the way to the house, and then his wife makes some food and all that. And then I just stayed for a while, and then I left. So he still remembered me, even though I changed. When I was in India, I had long black hair, And at that time, when I came back, I was in monk's robe, yeah, no hair, like that. And he remember, yeah. It was kind of embarrassing, but it was funny. Okay, why did I talk about this? Because you asked, huh? Oh, no, somebody asked. Oh, you say you read it, oh, God. These 2 persons are very, very, very intelligent. He and his wife, yeah. They see, even this tape was an early tape, somehow. And he knows it, and you didn't know. Shame on you. Okay, never mind. There are too many, you can't read it all, huh? You're busy, I understand. They do charity quietly, I just found out last night when I talked to them. So, support a little. This is the thing, you see? You do good things, even quietly. Heaven knows. And somehow, it happened that help will come your way. If you need it, if you need more. When I was a housewife, I earned very little money. I worked part-time. Before I worked full-time, but after married, I worked part-time for the Red Cross. And yeah, not little pay, but good enough, good enough. But I give most of my earning to African children, orphan, or whatever organization. So I wrote check, and sent it. Until I didn't have much anymore. Just enough money for bus and then always my ex-husband, he wrote, manifold who put it in my bank account for me. Many times. I remember that. And that's how, yeah, even then, at that time he was still in apprenticeship, not an independent doctor yet. He has to practice in different clinics. And he had to pay mortgage for the house and for the car and everything. He still gave me a lot of money. For him at that time it's a lot, 4,000 Deutsche Mark. That's a lot of money back 35 years ago. And for him also. He was still almost like student, earned very little by working and practicing in different clinics just to acquire experience. All doctors have to do that. They don't just graduate, write a doctor degree, and then go out and open their own clinic or immediately get employed, No, they have to do apprenticeship. I think like every other job, right? And still so generous and kind. That's why I always remember him. He did it quietly. But what I mean is, I didn't expect that, yeah? But because I gave to charity, and then he saw I have no money, he gave me more than what I had, more than what I gave. Of course, it's not much, but it's still more than what I gave out. Understand? Yeah. So it's like that, yeah? So you just do good, quietly, and the reward will be openly. You'll be surprised. You know it, right? Some of you know it, yeah. Yeah, like your brother and sister, they didn't tell anybody what they're doing, yeah. Just, by the way, we were talking, and then they slip it out, and then I thought somebody else doing it, and they're helping, but they're doing it themselves, They try whatever they can to bring something that maybe people even discard or don't need in America, bring back to their country to help the poor children and village who has nothing. No medicine, no doctor, even clinic don't have bed. So they bring whatever they can, you see, whenever they can. And then because I heard of that, I helped them too. And they were very surprised. Oh, no, Master. I said, no, not for you, for them. So don't say no. Understand now? Yes. Huh? Okay, just do good. Okay, now do we want to read a story, or we want to sleep, we want to eat, we want to go out, make noise, what? Yeah, story. Okay, story is good. Okay. You want a health story, or you want... Huh? Happy story. I'm not sure if any Buddha story is a happy story. Some happy story last night about Anand, huh? But mostly it's just, he wants to teach people. He can't just tell happy story, okay? He has to tell things that don't do this. And then you'll be trouble like this, huh?
That's very important.
Huh?
That's very important, Master.
What is important?
Even it's maybe nice, not nice talk, but you say the truth to us, and it's very important to us to grow and to think about what we are doing wrong. If you always talking the nice things, we don't grow.
It is so happy, just laugh, and come back again. Yeah. All of you must be vigilant, that's it. Not just the person who committed something wrong or wrong concept, but you think about it, whether you had it yourself. Because you're so many, you don't even tell me your wrong concept, so I don't know. Therefore, I tell one here, everybody understand. If you have it, you change. If you don't have, be glad that you don't have. Oh, Master, I'm a little better than that. Thanks God, thanks God. So you can measure your attainment also, Yeah. Like in the old time, the old lady, she had 2 jars. one black and one white bean. Whenever she did something wrong, she put a black in. And if she do something good, she put a white. What if when you do nothing? What to do? Put a transparent grand. It's not that. Okay. Like this, you know if you bad or good, you know? So slowly, slowly, before it was the black more than the white. And slowly, every month you do that, you know, or every day. Then slowly, the white is more in number than the black beans. And slowly, slowly, no black beans at all, just all white. That's how we do it. We have to check ourselves. That's why you have diary. Don't be too comfortable in this world, okay? It will leave you. Whatever you do in this world, it will leave you. You will leave it behind, it will leave you. So just do what you can, yeah? But remember that, okay? Important is soon to go out of this world. And what will you take with you? Nothing but spiritual merit and good deeds. That's the only thing you can take with you. Remember that very well. I'm sure. Thus I have heard. Thank you, Anand, again. Yeah. One time the Buddha was in Save country, in the gold garden, remember? Yeah, of Kapkodok and the Prince Kedar. Okay. At that time, in the city, a lot of people squeeze in together. Just like every big city, you know, capital or big city, a lot of people. Yeah. But there was no room to build extra toilet and all that because too many people. So they would have just enough room to live, but not enough room to build toilet. So most people didn't have money, then go outside of the city wall to do it out there in the open somewhere. And if the rich person, any rich person, they do it in the bucket and cover it and put it outside in the morning. Somebody come collect it and throw it out, understand? Yeah, and return it. This is similar to China before, or many other countries, I guess. All right. You know, there is a person named Nide. He's very poor, of course. So every day he lives by earning his living by taking out the, you know, the bucket from the rich person, the toilet bucket, and bring it outside and throw it out. Yeah. The Sakyamuni Buddha, the world honor one, always think of sentient beings, yeah, and see who has first affinity, who has second affinity, and save them accordingly. It's like a tree, you know, some flower bud bloom before and some flower bloom after. And some fruit ripens before because of that, and some fruit ripens after. Yeah. Whenever the Buddha sees that someone has already good affinity, then he appears somewhere and sooner or later they would be saved. Okay. Today the Buddha knew that Nide, the scavenger, yeah, the Chandala, yeah. Is that the Sanskrit name for people who do this job? You know, the lowest class? Sudra. Sudra class. The one who do all manual work. But this is even the worst, the Chandala. You know, one of the castes, but this is the worst in the Sudra with D, not with T. Sutra is this. Sudra is a person who does this kind of job. And from that laboring caste of India, this is the worst job. Yeah. Truly, not only untouchable, but unlookable. I'm just kidding. So one time, therefore one day I went with Buddha, Anand was with Buddha, go into the city to help him. That's what Anand was thinking. You know, like Buddha knows this person already ripe in spiritual affinity. So he go with the Buddha into the city to help this person. I think many of you know this story. Any of you know this story?
Yeah.
Which one? Who knows? Yeah, good. How you know this? You Buddhist?
I was.
You read this?
I watched a video.
Which video? Whose video?
Buddhist
Cartoon.
cartoon.
Ah, okay. Yeah. It's good that they do this kind of cartoon or theater, about Buddha's life. It's very good to help people to remember. Yeah. All right. So when the world honor one just enter the city, and then not enter the city yet, just about to enter the city. At the edge of the city, he saw Mr. Nide carrying, and he showed two of these, leftover bucket, leftover from human body bucket. So, and then when he saw the Buddha, he was so ashamed. He turned corner, he went to a smaller path, tried to avoid the Buddha. Yeah, because he was so ashamed. And then suddenly he went in there, he saw the Buddha there too. And he tried to go to the other, but he saw the Buddha also in front of him. Yeah. And then he was so nervous, so he banged this bucket in the wall, and so everything come out, already. So he's even more ashamed. And then he just really sit down on the ground, and his face bending down. He didn't dare to look up. And then the Buddha came next to him and comforted him, says, Nide, do you want to become a monk and study with me so that you will be liberated from all the suffering or not? So soft voice, like that. That's what you want to hear from me every day. Good boy, good girl, sit, stay. Yeah, that's what you want to hear, my voice like that every day, huh? Sweet master, lovely master. Never raise her voice, so gentle. Okay, so what does Nide say? Pray to the Buddha. I prostrate to the Buddha. This is a way of respectful talk, It doesn't mean that every time you say you prostrate. But normally when people saw the Buddha at that time, they prostrate. Maybe one time, maybe 3 times. Yeah, and then sometimes walk around, circumambulate the Buddha three times or 7 times. Yeah, just a etiquette of respect at that time. And nowadays they don't prostrate. Maybe to the Guru they just come and bow their head and touch the feet and put it in there. Touch the feet like that and put that. Yeah, meaning respect. Yeah, many countries still have this custom, even though they're not India, like the Philippines. The children come home and hold the parents' hand and put it in their head. Yeah, like a very respect and loving. So cute to see little children do that. I had luck to live with one family in Philippines one time when I was on my way to visit the refugees. That's how I knew it. That's why I saw it. Otherwise you don't have a chance to see this. This is a family thing. Very rarely you can see that. And they say, I prostrate to Buddha. Yeah. You are the royalty. Yes. All of you are from royal lineage, and all of your disciples are noble personage. Yeah, famous noble personage. I am a very, very lowly person. I wouldn't dare to become a monk that's equal with others, with all your noble disciples. How can I do that? How? He wouldn't dare. Yeah. So Buddha said, Nide, listen to me. It's too scared. So Buddha has to talk like a mother, or maybe the father. And sometimes I have to do that to some of the person, too scared, too nervous. Like one of your sister, like Chinese yesterday. Yeah. I give her a chair to sit. Oh no, master, I kneel here. I cannot. Say, why? It's just a chair. Sit. And then she still don't say, sit, please, sit. It's okay, it's okay. It's only a chair, and look, it's a hut. It's not palace or anything. No need. This is your body. You do what you do. So humble, so humble. And she meditates 10 to 12 hours, 6 hours at least per day. And she plant her own vegetable to eat. She never buy outside anymore because she says she cannot swallow and cannot digest otherwise. She becomes so sensitive after meditation too long. And she can cure people by her, family home acupuncture. It's not like newly learned, it's from her family, passing down since generations. She has hand. And then she can heal some people. She can cure it by that. Some other doctor cannot, then she do it. And so humble like that, The more you meditate, the more humble you become. And you realize who you are and who your master is, and what the teaching helps you, then you'll be more humble, very humble. So being humble doesn't mean you lower yourself. No, it's not like that. The culture teaches differently outside. You have to be self-confident and talk to people this way, that way, and look into their eyes and tell them who is the boss. No, in spiritual practice, you don't do that. Because it's just natural that you become more humble. And somebody said to me, I'm not as humble as before when I first came. It's not true, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. I have to endure more now than when I first came out. First came out, maybe I was a monk drop. I look more humble because I'm not dressy and all that. But doesn't mean I was more humble before than now. I am more humble now. It's just that you don't know it. It's different. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm very humble indeed. See me, I'm very humble. Okay. So, Nide, listen to me. My teaching is very like miracle. It's very wonderful. It's like water. It can wash everything away. Yeah, it's like a big fire. Can burn anything that is put into it. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's big or small, hard or soft. If you put in that fire, it's become all ash. Yeah? My teaching is also like that. Yeah. It's so immense. It's so I'll say incredible that whoever come to bath in it will be clean and purified. The rich, the poor, the noble, the lowly, man, woman, anyone want to come to study with me, I save them all. So after Nide heard this from the Buddha, he be more faith, more confidence. So he prostrated to the Buddha, this time, and he said, yes, sir. Praise be the Buddha. Yeah? Pray to the Buddha. If you have such a, great heart to accept me like that, of course, I would beg you to take me in. Huh? Okay. So the Buddha saw that he splashed with all these precious left over from the human. So he told Anand, bring him to the river and clean him up so he can clean himself up. Yeah. And then he gave him new clothes to wear. The Buddha gave him new clothes to wear. Maybe he told Anand to give it. And then all of them went back to the ashram. Imagine. So he came there just for that. He went right away. Afterwards, the Buddha gave him maybe initiation, yeah, and then talked to him, told him this: birth and death create suffering. You must fear it. Be afraid of it. Nirvana is lasting happiness and peace. You should respect and pursue it. After the Buddha talked to him, preached to him, and he became enlightened. It's not just by talking 2 sentences, it's initiation, yeah. Become a sound hearer, yes. Become a Kuan Yin, yeah. Kuan Yin means contemplate on the sound. Okay, so he became enlightened and he has attained the beginner's level of spiritual practice. Maybe it is that so, right? Like astral level, huh? See some light and hear some little sound. That's it called the beginner, the bringer of the fruit. Some people immediately go higher, but he's just astral. Probably too much hardship, probably too bad karma. That's why he became scavenger. You see what I mean? Yeah. So after that, he prayed to the Buddha to become a monk. Yeah. And then the Buddha said, "Welcome, Bhikkhu." After that, he became, he was chasa, a monk and all that. Okay? The Buddha said, "Nide, you should know, this body is a cause of suffering in this lifetime. Any sin committed is due to, from the eyes that look at things and desires, yeah, and even from the ears that hearing good things and attached to it, and even from the nose that smelling good fragrance and want to have it, and also from the tongue that tastes good thing and cannot let it go, attached. Yeah. Therefore, you should concentrate inward and cut down others. Yeah. And after that, you have to continue practice and to attain the truth, the path, the ultimate. The Buddha, how did the Buddha tell him all that? How did the Buddha teach the monks to avoid all this trouble from the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue and all that? Do you know how? Any of you? Monks, remember? Anybody know? Mongolian faithful Buddhist almost monk look like? Yes. Anything? Don't know? Shall I tell you? Yes. Okay. I have become a monk so that I can know all this, so can I tell you? Okay? Yeah. I'm still a monk now, I just don't have to look like a monk, okay? All right. So many monks, different order. What should I wear? Maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday Buddhist robe, Tuesday Catholic, yeah? And Wednesday Hindu, and maybe that's a good idea. But I have a lot of color that suit every religion, Yeah, that's why maybe, yeah? Okay. Hindu is wearing pink. Buddha wear mostly the orange or the gray. You see that? Gray, yeah, okay. And the Catholic priest sometimes wear purple or some wear red, The cardinal, they wear red. And some white. Yeah, I have all kinds. Very good. Yeah. Representative of the rainbow religions on this planet. We have rainbows of religion, all kinds of religion. They all teach us to be good. Just not all of the followers doing according to the religion. That's why we have problem. Even inside the religion, they also think mine is better, yours is no good. Yeah? That's why I tell you, centers should not compete with each other for anything at all. Should live in peace and harmony. We should be the example of peace and tolerance. Do you understand? Yes. Not fighting for position, no matter what. Okay? Contact person have to be sincerely just to serve the initiates in his term or her term. To do all the best just to make them comfortable, feeling loved, feeling welcome in the center. If you keep bickering, then the center will have a hole or many holes. And that's where the negative can come in and make it worse and worse. Do you understand that? Yes. Every center or you have a protective layers of light. But if you quarrel or if you hate, you perpetuate hatred, then no, it makes holes in these protective layers. And then bad thing will come through these holes and trouble your life or trouble your group, yeah, or your family. You must know that. Everything negative, every hatred, every discord, put holes in your protective layer, small or big, accordingly. Sometimes the hole will repair quickly, depends on how grave is the situation or the quarrel or the hatred. But sometimes the hole is bigger, take long time to build. If can rebuild by love again. Understand? Love is the component to heal all ill. Remember? Yes. That's from the goddess of love, self, herself, her exact words, not mine. Okay? I just retransmit it to you. Yeah. After the Buddha continued saying that, he immediately got big enlightenment. And then he cut off all of his karma, all of the attached karma. And then he became Arahant. That he has 3 miracles and 6, something like 3 way of wisdom to understand, and 6 miracle power. Yeah. But this miracle power is not like he can toss it in the air for you to see. No. We will have it embedded in him, understand, and he use it whenever necessary, for himself or for others. But only if you have eye wisdom open, then you can see all this. Otherwise you don't see. Like Anand, first I have heard all the time. Never say, first I have seen. I have heard only. The Buddha told him, or some other people, higher disciple told him, and then he remembered that. Now you know, okay? Yeah. And then now in this whole country, I heard that the Buddha has accepted Nide, the scavenger, the lowest class in India, into monkhood, into his Sangha assembly. They were talking all together, all the time, everywhere. This Nide, he is just a pool carrier, yeah? A scavenger, a pool carrier, the worst, the worst of all. Why did the Buddha save him and bring him into the Sangha? When now, if we want to invite the Buddha and the Sangha, the whole monks to my house, what am I to do? I won't prostrate in front of this guy, this scavenger, yeah? And then when he come, he would dirty my bed, my seat, my house. What to do? Everybody was so nervous and excited and talk about that. Everybody knew. And afterward, this gossip came to the king's ears, finally. And then the king heard that. He also was not very pleased. And he was thinking to himself, I have to interfere in this. If Buddha just keep, making all the poor and lowly people become monks, then how can I show my etiquette? How can I pay respect to them? How can I pay respect to them if they just, a pool cleaner? Okay. So then he went to his chariot and went to KIòng garden, the gold garden. Before entering that forest, they call it garden, but it's very big and a big tree and all that. It's a forest. So before he entered that forest, at the almost like the gate of the forest, he saw a monk sitting on a stone, big stone, and mending his clothes with thread and needle. He mending, yeah. And then on the floor at his feet, at the feet of this monk, there were 700 heavenly beings offering him flowers and prostrate to him, and then also circumambulate him. Yeah. Then the king nearing him. At least the king has some wisdom eye open that he can see the heavenly being. If Anand was there, he would say, "Thus I have heard." Thus I have heard the king say this, the king say that. But he would see nothing. The Anand has been with the Buddha in countless of assembly, where everybody was taken to Sita heaven or Taoli heaven, everywhere. Everybody come back and enjoy while there and come back and talk, but Anand always sit there blind, deaf, dumb. And then thus I have heard. At least his ear, not deaf, meaning deaf to heavenly music and whatever they talk in heaven at that time, together with the Buddha astral body or heavenly body. He know nothing. Always thus I have heard. But thank God he heard something. Yeah, and remember. Yeah. So the king came near to the monk who was sitting on the stone and mending his tattered clothes. Pray to a noble being, mean to the monk. Yeah, I would like to come in to pay obeisance to the Buddha. Could you please come in and inform the Buddha first? So the monk say, yes, I will do that. And then he run inside, and then he just went through the stone and went inside. He don't jump down because it's very high, so he went through the stone. He go inside the stone and came out like a gate, and came inside to come inside and tell the Buddha, prostrate to you, the world honor one. The king Batinak outside at the gate, at the edge of the forest, want to come see you. So the Buddha say, okay, you use your magical power, your practicing power to go out and say first, and okay, I let him come in. So Nide came out from the stone again. Like from stone, he just appeared from inside the stone and came out, just like somebody, come out from the water, and nothing obstructive. So he came out and said, Your Majesty, I have already informed Buddha, please come in. Yes. So the Bhatunak, the king, was thinking to himself, the thing I want to ask, I probably just let it be. I will ask the Buddha, who is this bhikkhu? Then why has he so much power like this? And then many heavenly beings even come down and make offering to him and pay respect to him so much like that. So when he came in to see the Buddha, he prostrated in front of the Buddha, and then circumambulate 3 times, and then stay in one side and ask the Buddha. I prostrate to the Buddha, but doesn't mean he prostrate. It just is written like that, meaning, praise be the Buddha. I pray to the Buddha. Please tell me, outside there is a bhikkhu. He is so powerful. He go through the stone just like people go through the water. And the stone is still intact, nothing broken. What is his name? Where does he come from? Can you tell me? Yeah. Perhaps he just saw the manifestation body, you know, the divided body of the bhikkhu. Buddha already knew that the king is coming. So he probably make all this happen. You know, not necessarily that the real physical monk needed was there. Yeah. So the Buddha said, oh, he is just the lowliest person in this country. Yeah. In your country. Yeah. He's needed, you know, every day he take the poo out and bring it outside and clean the bucket and all that. Yeah. I feel sorry for him, so I let him be a monk to study with me. And it's nothing much. Just not very long now, he's already become arhat. It's nothing really worth mentioning. Is it? Yeah. I know today you came here because you wanted to ask about this. Is that right? So after the Buddha said that, he feel zip, you know, so ashamed, don't know what to say. The king don't know what to say. And then all his arrogance is dropped off on the floor. Yeah. Because seeing him thus, the Buddha said to him, everyone, every person in the world, doesn't matter if he's noble or lowly, you know, rich or poor, all of that is because of the karma in the past. You saw the good karma or wicked karma. The person who is very humane and moral, humble, respect the superior and tolerant the lower, subordinate, these are noble. He mean all this, you know, nobility lineage, rich and all that is not really a noble lineage. The person who is such and such is really from noble lineage. Yeah, really can be called noble person, aristocrat. Yeah, okay. Anyone who is, you know, wicked and violent, stubborn, rude, you know, impolite, or very arrogant, doesn't know which is right, which is wrong, that is the lowly person, stupid, idiot, okay? So, the Buddha was teaching the king, yeah? Teaching the king. Noble or not is not from the rank on this planet, yeah? Even if you're king, but you're not moral, you're not humble, you're not learned in spiritual practice, you're not high level in spiritual level, then you're nothing. So the king said, pray to the Buddha, you are the great saint coming down here to help us. You save everyone, even the lowest person. You never deny anyone at all, if that person has a good affinity, you know, good merit. So could you please tell us, what is the reason that he has to be born in such a lowly family, lowly class, and then what merit did he earn to meet you and even become a monk, and even, you know, attain high level? Please be merciful and teach us. Yeah. Your Majesty, listen, I will tell you. And then the king said, please tell us. And the Buddha said, this is a long, long time, past life. Yeah. At the time of Kajip Buddha, after he nirvana, after he went to nirvana, after he left this physical planet, there were 100,000 monks living together in one of the pine forests. One day the chief monk of that assembly, who owns a forest, a pine forest where all the 100,000 monks stay. He had a problem with his stomach. He had to take some like laxative, okay? Yeah, because he thought I'm the owner, I'm a higher position. So he didn't want to go to the toilet, the public toilet or the toilet that's made. He bought a big pitch, a big bucket, silver, and outside lacquer with gold. Whoa. As if the pool care what quality the bucket is. Does the pool care? No, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah, but you're laughing. But some people are like that. Even nowadays, we are also sometimes, it's so funny how we do it. Like the toilet paper, okay? For example, it's so much chemical in it, poisoning the stream and the water already. And still have to print flower on it and perfume the toilet rolls. For some royal S. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You know what, right? For some royal what, yeah? I wonder if the toilet seat ever care whether the toilet paper is printed with flower or perfume or not. You think the toilet seat would care? No. Or the toilet, or the septic tank or whatever would care that the toilet paper is printed with flower or perfume? Yes or no? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to offend, but it's really too far and too much. Not only we contaminate enough with the bleaching and everything already, the toilet has to be so white and then different kind of color flower on it, and saying some word on it as if the toilet water can read. Some good word, whatever word printed on it, flower and word on the toilet paper. When you go to the toilet, do you read the toilet paper yourself? Or is that for the toilet seat to see what kind of noble toilet paper you have? Okay, now this guy, though being a monk, yeah, but you see different level, huh? You can't just say 100,000 of them there are all good. So this one he owns the forest and he let all the monks stay there, and this is very good, charitable, very good, worthy, so praise. But he still have this, ego. So he bought this silver bucket, black plate, gold plate, gold lacquer outside, silver, gold. And then he did his toilet in there. And then he asked one of the disciples, to take it outside, to throw it out every day. But he didn't know this disciple monk had already attained some high level of practice, So he shouldn't make him do this. That's what he meant. This person already deserves respect from heaven and man already. So this person, the owner of the forest, had not attained that high level or even higher than him. So this is a very terrible thing, like offense, abuse of the Sangha, abuse of the Buddha and the saints. Remember the story? The Earth-star Bodhisattva? Yeah. Also many of the other things before. Therefore, because this monk, the owner of the forest, had no humility, yes, not enlightened enough to see who is low, who is high, not according to class or position, but according to the inner realization. He didn't know. So he treated him like that. He relied on his position and power. And just to take care of the Sangha and have the forest like that and relying on this position, abusing other people, make it work for him like that. And make that saint. He's a saint already. The disciple is a saint. Make a saint to do this kind of lowly job for you. Because you're lazy. And because you are arrogant, haughty, thinking that you're the boss there. Because of that reason, he had to be recycling himself in transmigration. And every time he's born as a human, he had to be born as a lowly class like that. In 500 lifetime, he must do this job. Just for one lifetime, one lifetime. And even that one lifetime, maybe just 20, 30 years, because when he's already the senior monk and, take care of the whole monk, then he's already maybe 50, 60 already. So he probably die, before 100. So 34 years only to ask a disciple to do this, to throw out the poo for him, when he could go to the toilet himself. Understand me? Yeah. Therefore, 500 years, talking about unfairness last night. Only for, maximum 50 years he asked a disciple to do that. Now he have to pay 500 years. How many times more? 10 times? Yeah. 500 years he had to be born in this lowly class and do this job like this job. Taking the poo out and clean the bucket, return to earn money. Yeah. Up to today, never stop. Until today, until this lifetime, before meeting the Buddha. But because he had also the merit of renunciation, he was a monk, and he kept the precepts, perfect. Therefore, today he has a chance to meet me, and I can save him. Your Majesty should know, the owner of the pine forest in that lifetime is Bhikkhu needed today. Yeah. So even though you do good thing, but you do bad thing, you still have to pay for bad thing and earn good thing. Sometimes you earn the good thing first, good for you. Sometimes you pay the bad karma first, bad for you. See that? Yes. Okay. So in this life, as I told you, it's not fair, and that's normal. Normal for this world is like that. This is a world of unfairness. Yeah, it's fair, but it's too fair and too unfair. So you have to just walk the line, strict like this, cannot even look anywhere. Keep the precept. Perfect. Because even though you practice with me, but if you do bad things, you still need to pay for it. Maybe lesser than if you are not practicing, but still you must pay, either here or after life. And depends on how grave you might even go to hell just to clean up that first, okay? But I have to remind you, even if you have to go to hell, please remember the 5 names. Remember your master. If you call, then you'll be saved immediately. But I'm worried at that time, you don't have enough energy to think. You're so pained, so harassed, so molested, so punished that you could not even think. That is the only problem. So during this lifetime, better to keep your moral standard intact. Keep your precept, okay? And practice remembering Master, remember the 5 names. So that in the time of trouble, emergency, you will habitually remember that. Understand? Then you can be saved. You must save yourself then, in that situation, okay? Because in some situation, the Master can come to save you. Some situation so grave, you have to do it yourself. You have to call on the Master for help, okay? Or the 5 names. Then you're out, immediately. Because everything is illusionary anyway. Even hell or anything is your own making. You attract it, or you repose it. So, this is also good about this world. You can choose, you see what I mean? After initiation, you can choose. Or if you're a good person, you can choose. You believe in God, Buddha, you can choose. You can choose better than other ordinary people who has no faith and don't believe in God. Even believing in God, you have to practice daily, you pray daily, you keep the precepts. So when the time you die, you remember, because it's habit. The mind remember, always doing this, doing this, doing this. Even emergency, you don't forget, then it's good. You see what I mean? Not to say, oh, I know Master, I know what Master says, he always, la, 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 la. I remember, I know everything. But if you don't always remember it and practicing it, reminding yourself all the time, then at the time of death, you forget. Yeah? when all the karma come and tearing you apart, making you suffer. Or in hell, suffering too much, you can't remember. Okay? Everything you practice every day, you could sometimes forget not to talk about the things you don't practice. Okay? Right. And the king said, yes, praise be the Buddha. I pray to you. So precious, so precious. You appearing in this world is so rare already, and you benefit countless beings like this. We are so grateful. And then the Buddha said, yes, it's correct. You say it correctly. Yeah. The beings transmigrate in the three suffering worlds. There's limitless, and there's no time that they can get out. There's no fixed time that they can get out. So it's better you cultivate your moral standard, keep your marriage, make yourself, worthy. Then you will reap the good reward. Anyone who's wicked and bad and does not care, then will have to be born in a lowly position or worse. Yeah. After the Buddha said that, the king is so happy, and he suddenly released himself from his arrogance, and condescending, judging people from appearance. So he stand up and then went kneel in front of the bhikkhu, touch his feet, and then prostrate, and beg him to forgive his sin, his arrogance, his mistake. After that, the Buddha, for the king, he preached many things like charity, the merit of charity, the merit of keeping the precepts, discipline, the merit of how you can be born in heaven, how indulging in sensual pleasure, physical pleasure, is bad for you. If you can cut that off, then you will have peace. Yeah. He keep preaching different kind of merit and a different kind of detachment for the king, especially just for the king that day. Everyone in that assembly at that time together, everyone became so glad, and they vowed to themselves they will cut off this arrogant quality and attitude, obey the Buddha's teaching, and diligently practice his teaching. Okay? It's done. Thank you. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record what the Buddha is teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. We have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. Clapping is for the Buddhas and Anand, eh? Yeah. I'm just reading. So now you know. It wasn't that scary, was it? No, it's not too bad for a change, huh? Not too bad.